Hello! Greetings mga ka-spacers natin out there from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. And sa lahat ng ating mga ka-spacers worldwide and netwide, magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. This is your ka-spacer and space commander, Prof Jun Cajigal, welcoming you to another online telescope viewing of the full moon mga ka-spacers. So nakikita niyo po, bilog na bilog po ang buwan ngayong gabi and we have clear skies tonight. Walang kaulap-ulap. So today is February 16, 2022 and we now observe the full moon. So full moon ngayon po when the moon appears as a complete circle in the sky. So nakikita niyo talagang bilog na bilog po ang buwan ngayon, no? The moon appears as a complete circle in the sky and we see it mga ka-spacers as a full orb because the whole of the side of the moon facing the earth is lit up by the sun's rays. And tandaan po natin mga ka-spacers that the moon produces no visible light of its own. So we see only those parts of the moon that are lit up by other objects. Ayan po, so talagang full moon po ngayon. No? The full moon is in a complete circle. Okay, so bago po tayo magpatuloy mga ka-spacers sa ating online telescope viewing, again, I would like to invite everybody to join me in the next 30 minutes and let's observe the full moon. And gusto ko pong i-shout out lahat kayong mga ka-spacers out there, no? From Luzon, Visayas and Mindanao. Samahan niyo po ako sa loob ng 30 minutos sa ating online telescope viewing. And pakiusap mga ka-spacers sa nanonood po ngayon, please like and share this online telescope viewing so that we could reach more people, lalong-lalo na po yung mga estudyante natin, so that they would be engaged in the sciences. Ayan po yung aming advocacy dito sa Bedan Society of Young Astronomers, sa Manila Street Astronomers, and sa Skywatcher Society of Las Piñas. Ayan, so ikalat po natin itong online telescope viewing so that we could inspire the youth, no, to sana ma-engage sila sa siyensya. Alright, and in a few minutes, we will magnify the image of our full moon para mas makita po natin yung mga details ng lunar surface. And sa mga ka-spacers, no, ang karamihan ng tawag sa full moon ngayong February ay yung snow moon na tinatawag. No? Maraming tawag ang buwan according to the old farmer's almanac. Yung mga full moon names used by the old farmer's almanac come from a number of places, including sa mga Native Americans, colonial American and European sources. Alright, traditionally, each full moon name was applied to the entire lunar month in which it occurred, not just to the full moon itself. Ayan po. So, ang tawag po ngayon sa full moon ng February is the snow moon based dun sa farmer's almanac na yan. Alright, so ano itong snow moon? No? So, obvious yung kanyang pangalan. The explanation behind February's full moon name is a fairly straightforward one. It is known as the snow moon due to the typical heavy snowfall that occurs during February, no? Lalo na sa mga northern latitude countries like the United States. On average, February in the United States is the snowiest month. Ayan, kasi winter pa sa kanila. No? Pero sa Pilipinas, iba po yung ating seasonal changes. We are influenced by the monsoon, no? Monsoon seasons. So we have amihan and habagat. Wala naman tayong snow. Sa US lang ito, no? And the other northern latitude countries. Alright, so sa US, February is the snowiest month. Kaya tinawag tong snow moon, tong full moon natin ngayong February. Okay, yan. So sana marami kayong natutunan dyan kay tinawag na snow moon. Okay, based on the old farmers almanac. Okay, so ito na po yung ating magnified image of our full moon. Ayan, so napakalinaw po ng ating camera. And itong pong mga dark patches na nakikita nyo ngayon, those are lunar plains. Ayan, mga patag po yan ng buwan. Ang tawag po dyan ay Marias or Mares. Alright, and I am pointing the telescope on the southern lunar highlands. Yung mga bright areas na yan are lunar highlands and impact craters. And isa sa mga pinakamalaking craters sa buwan ay ito. Ayan. So my telescope now is pointing at the Tycho crater. Ayan po. So ang ganda ng Tycho crater mga ka-spacers. Ayan po, my telescope now is pointing at the Tycho crater. Okay, so ayan po, the Tycho crater mga ka-spacers is a prominent lunar impact crater in the southern lunar highlands. And the crater was named after the renowned astronomer Tycho Brahe. Alright, ang diameter po niyan ay 85 kilometers mga ka-spacers. So malapad yan, 85 kilometers, ang laki niyan. And it has a depth of about 4.8 kilometers. And what makes the Tycho crater stand out is yung kanyang rays. No? So yung mga rays na yan, those are patterns of white lines that radiate along the rim of the crater. Yun po yung mga materials ejected during the impact event when that crater was formed. Alright? So ayan po, kitang-kita talaga yung mga rays ng Tycho. And right now, I am moving the telescope in the northern part of the moon. Yan itong malaking patag na to called the Oceanus Procellarum. And ito po yung Tycho crater, Copernicus crater po yan ng mga ka-spacers. Ayan, Copernicus crater sa may Oceanus Procellarum. Alright, so ayan po, no? Medyo maliwanag lang yung loob ng Copernicus crater. Pero kitang-kita po yung kanyang ray system. Yung mga patterns of white lines sa kanyang rim. Alright, and ayan, nakikita nyo sa bandang kanan yung Montes Apenninus. And again, ito yung mga dark patches na ito, mga patag po yan ng buwan. And the early sailors thought that those dark patches are bodies of water. No, mga early sailors, mga early astronomers, they thought that those dark patches are bodies of water. Kaya binigay yung pangalan na Mare or Maria. No, Maria is the Latin for seas. And ito po, I am pointing the telescope at the Sea of Tranquility. Ayun yung gitna po. Diyan po naglanding yung Apollo 11. Alright, so ang ganda po, no? Yung mga puti-puti na yan, those are impact craters. Yung white areas, by the way mga ka-spacers, those are lunar highlands and impact craters. Pero ito ngayon, yung mga dark patches na yan, we know that those are solidified pools of ancient basaltic lava that was formed when the moon was still volcanic. Alright, so ayan po, no? And I am again moving the telescope at the Copernicus crater. Yan po yung malaking puti na yan, no? And kitang-kita yung patterns of white lines radiating along the rim of the Copernicus crater. The Copernicus crater is 93 kilometers in diameter mga ka-spacers. So ang laki din po niyan. And it has a depth of about 3.8 kilometers. Okay, pero mas malalim po yung Tycho, no? Pero malapad naman itong Copernicus kasi yung Tycho 85 kilometers lang yung diameter. Ang Copernicus is 93. Ang lalim ng Tycho is 4 point something kilometers. Ito 3.8. So mas malalim yung Tycho. Alright, so ayan po, this is the Oceanus Procellarum, napakalaking patag ng buwan. At ayan, nakikita nyo po yung Copernicus crater. Alright, so and ayan, I am moving the telescope at the southern lunar highlands and makikita niyo yan yung Tycho crater. Ayan po. I am moving the telescope at the Tycho crater. Ayan. Napakagandang crater. Malaki pa. So yan yung mga dalawang malalaking crater sa buwan. Yung Tycho, ito nakikita nyo ngayon. And yung Copernicus crater kanina. Okay. So that's our magnified image of the moon, and habang ginagalaw natin yung telescope, habang nakamagnify siya, so just imagine mga ka-spacers, you are on board the Apollo spacecraft para tayo pong nasa orbit around the moon. Okay, so ayan po dito sa bandang right side, that's the Montes Apenninus mountain range, and ito po ulit, ginigitna ko po yung Copernicus crater. Ayan po. So that's our magnified image of the moon. Alright, so kung meron kayong mga questions or comments or reactions about our lunar imaging tonight of the full moon na tinatawag nilang snow moon, just type in your comments, your reactions or your questions in our comment section below. Mag-comment po kayo. And we would like to hear from you mga ka-spacers kung ano yung reaction. Kung kayo'y nagagandahan sa ating lunar imaging ngayong araw na ito, Feb 16, 2022 of the full moon. Full moon ngayon. And sa mga kabubukas lang ng mga kanilang mga laptops, ng kanilang mga cellphones, welcome to this online telescope viewing. Okay. Alright, so ayan po yung ating lunar imaging ngayong araw na ito. Alright, so siguro bago po tayo magbigay ng mga moon facts, again shout out sa mga officers and crew of the Bedan Society of Young Astronomers headed by Miss Angeline Kilang. And shout out sa mga kasama ko from the Manila Street Astronomers. And shout out sa mga friends ko from the Philippine Astronomical Society, sila Sir Camilo Dacanay and si Sir Hernan Dizon. And shout out din pala kay Mr. David Rioferio from World Vision Philippines. And shout out po sa inyong lahat mga ka-spacers, mga nanonood po ngayon. Maraming salamat for sticking around with me sa ating online telescope viewing ngayong gabi. At talagang bilog na bilog po ang buwan, no? Ilang araw after Valentine's Day. Yung Valentine's Day Lunes, no? Ngayon Webes na, kahit na ilang araw after Valentine's Day, talagang napakaganda po ng buwan ngayon. And love is still in the air, no? Nandyan pa rin yung pakiramdam ng Valentine's. So napakaganda po, clear pa po yung skies, no? So isama niyo po ang inyong jowa at manood kayo kahit sa computer screen ng ating kabilugan ng buwan. And kung ayaw nyo naman sa computer screen, labas kayong dalawa, dyan lang kayo sa malapit sa bahay ninyo, upo kayo and namnamin po ninyo ang ganda ng ating full moon ngayon February 16. Love is still in the air, no? Several days after Valentine's Day. Ayan po. So ito po yung ating full moon ngayon, and ang tawag po nila ngayon dyan ay yung snow moon. Okay, snow moon. And it's obvious because ang February kasi sa US, it's the heaviest or the snowiest month, no? February sa US. Alright, the explanation behind February's full moon's name is a straightforward one. It is known as the snow moon due to the typical heavy snowfall that occurs every February. On average, February is in the United States is the snowiest month. Ayan po. Kaya yung mga kaibigan ko sa US, sinasabi nila na talagang heavy yung snowfall sa US ngayon. Kaya yung full moon ngayong Feb ay snow moon ang tawag nila. Okay, and makikita nyo po, no, yung moon natin ay talagang bilog na bilog. No, it appears as a complete circle in the sky. And we see ngayon na yung buwan as a full orb because the whole of the side of the moon facing the earth is lit up by the sun's rays. Alright, so ayan po yung ating full moon ngayong gabi, no? Alright, and again, nakikita nyo kahit hindi nakamagnify yung buwan, kitang-kita yung dalawang malalaking craters ng buwan, no? Lalong-lalo na yung Tycho. No? Napakaganda ng Tycho pag full moon, and yung Copernicus crater. Alright, and ito po mga ka-spacers, ito po yung telescope na ginamit ko in observing the moon tonight. So this is an 80 mm refracting telescope. Pag refracting, ibig sabihin yan that the telescope is equipped with lenses to magnify the distant object. Ayan po. And itong telescope na ito is equipped with a 15 mm Plossil eyepiece na may cellphone adapter. Yung cellphone ko po ay nakakabit sa laptop. That's why we can view, no, the moon digitally. Ayan. In the comforts of your own homes. Kasi nga hindi pa tayo talaga pwedeng mag-public face-to-face telescope viewing. No, dahil sa banta ng COVID-19, and still ang NCR ay nasa alert level 2 pa rin, no, hanggang katapusan ng February. Okay, and wag pa tayo maging kampante, no, sa sitwasyon natin sa COVID dahil nandiyan pa rin yung virus. No, so mag-iingat pa rin tayo. Hopefully, sana kung pwede na mag-online, mag face-to-face public telescope viewing, magkikita-kita tayo sa Robinson's Place, Las Piñas. Yan, dyan tayo unang mag-public telescope viewing pag okay na yung sitwasyon. Okay, so siguro bago natin i-magnify ulit yung image ng buwan sa mga nakamiss kanina, gusto ko lang po i-promote, no, kasi next week na po yung National Astronomy Week 2022. And itong National Astronomy Week is spearheaded by Pag-asa. And lahat ng mga astro groups, mga astro organizations here in the Philippines, ayan, yun ang aming hinihintay, no? Ito yung malaking celebration ng mga astro communities dito sa Pilipinas. And the Belen Society of Young Astronomers have prepared several activities in the celebration of the National Astronomy Week 2022. Okay, so sa Feb 23 po, meron tayong webinar about the James Webb Telescope. Ayan po. So we invite everybody, kayo po mga ka-spacers, no, we are inviting you to join us in that webinar. And libre po yan mga ka-spacers. That webinar is for free. So please visit our Facebook page, the Belen Society of Young Astronomers, for the registration link. Yan po, para makapasok po kayo sa Zoom. Ibibigay namin yung Zoom link sa inyo. Basta registered po kayo dun sa aming Facebook page. Ayan, so siguro bago tayo magpatuloy sa promotions na yan, no? This is now again the magnified image of the moon para dun sa mga nakamiss kanina. Okay, so ginigita ko po itong mga itim-itim na to. Again, those are lunar plains or Marias or Mares. Nasa gitna po yung Sea of Tranquility. Kasi nga sea, Mares, yung the word Mare, Maria is the Latin for seas. Ayan, alright. And itong we are now moving the telescope at the southern lunar highlands. And makikita po natin yung Tycho crater. Alright, and makikita niyo po sa Tycho crater yung pattern of white lines radiating along the rim of the Tycho crater. Those are rays. No, yung mga rays na yan, they are caused by debris thrown out by the initial impact when an asteroid bombarded that place, created the Tycho crater. Alright, so ayan po, no, napakaganda ng Tycho crater. No? Kitang-kita yung rim niya, saka yung mga patterns of white lines or rays. Okay, and mga ka-spacers, no, yung Tycho crater na yan, malaki yan. The Tycho crater is 85 kilometers across and 4.8 kilometers deep. Alright, so ayan. And again, what makes the Tycho crater stand out is its rays, yung beautiful ray system niya. Again, which are the materials injected during that impact event that created the Tycho crater. Alright, so ayan po. We are now moving the telescope sa northern part of the moon. Itong napakalaking patag na ito, called the Oceanus Procellarum. And I am now pointing the telescope at the Copernicus crater naman po. Yan, yung puti na yan. No? Medyo maliwanag na yung loob ng Copernicus crater. Hindi kasing spectacular na kagaya ng Tycho. Ayan po, that's the Copernicus crater. So the Copernicus crater, mga ka-spacers, is 93 kilometers in diameter. Na mas malaki ito kaysa sa Tycho. And it has a depth of 3.8 kilometers. Pero mas malalim ang Tycho kasi 4 point something. Ito 3.8 kilometers deep. Okay, and ayan po yung mga patag na yan. Early sailors and early astronomers thought that those dark patches, no, yung mga mares na yan are bodies of water. Kaya binigay na pangalan niya na Mares or Maria, which is the Latin for seas. Okay. And ayan, ginikit na ko po yung Sea of Tranquility kung saan naglanding yung Apollo 11. No, ang ganda po. So habang ginagalaw natin yung image ng buwan na ganito at naka-magnify, so just imagine that you are on board the Apollo spacecraft. Ito kasi yung style ko sa pag-conduct ng mga online telescope viewing. Minamagnify ko siya at ginagalaw ko po yung image na para po tayong nasa orbit around the moon. Okay po, ayan po yung ating lunar imaging ngayong gabi. Okay, so ayan po yung Oceanus Procellarum kung saan po nakalocate yung Copernicus crater. Ayan po, so sana nagugustuhan niyo po itong ating magnified image of the moon. Full moon po ngayon, Feb 16, 2022. Alright, and I am moving the telescope again at the southern lunar highlands kung saan po natin makikita yung Tycho crater. Ayan po. Okay, so that's the Tycho crater named after the renowned astronomer Tycho Brahe. Alright, so napakaganda ng kanyang ray system, yung mga patterns of white lines radiating around the rim of the Tycho crater. Okay, and I am moving the telescope at the northern part of the moon. Ayan po, so binabalik ko siya dun sa Copernicus crater. Ayan po, and on the right side, kitang-kita yung Montes Apeninos mountain range. Alright, so there you have it mga ka-spacers. That's our magnified image of the moon. Full moon po ngayon, no? Feb 16, 2022. And again mga ka-spacers, if you have any comments or reactions or questions about our full moon tonight, just feel free to type in your questions, your comments, or your reactions in our comment section below. Wag po kayong mahiya and we would like to hear from you mga ka-spacers. Okay, so yan, hanggang dito na lang po muna tayo sa ating online telescope viewing and sana po nagustuhan niyo yan. And again, gusto ko po ulit i-promote yung aming celebration of the National Astronomy Week, which is next week na ho. We will start celebrating on Feb 20 po yung start ng National Astronomy Week. Feb 20 hanggang Feb 26. Alright, and the Vedan Society of Young Astronomers have prepared several activities in line with our celebration of National Astronomy Week. So kanina nabanggit ko kanina yung webinar sa Feb 23, let's say Wednesday. So we are inviting everybody mga ka-spacers po kayo. No, libre po yan. Just register, visit our Facebook page, The Bell Society of Young Astronomers, para makapag-register po kayo. And kailangan po yun para mabigay po namin yung Zoom link so that you can join. And libre po ito. Ulitin ko po, libre po yan. Walang bayad. Okay, then on Feb 25, we will have a special online telescope viewing entitled Takip Silim. Yan, that will be hosted by the members of the Bell Society of Young Astronomers. And sumali po kayo dito. Participate. Mayroon po kaming munting pa-contest at may cash prize po yan. So sumali po kayo mga ka-spacers sa ating online telescope viewing na may twist, no? Para masaya po. Alright, called Takip Silim. The online telescope viewing will start at around 7 o'clock in the evening on Feb 25. Alright, then on Feb 26, mga ka-spacers, we will culminate the National Astronomy Week with a bang. Kasi magkukondak kami ng Battle of the Bands entitled Rock the Stars. Ito, kakaiba itong Battle of the Bands, so there's a twist of astronomy dito. So you can enjoy good music and at the same time learn about astronomy. No, kaya tinawag namin siyang Rock the Stars 2022. Ayan po, so join us in our celebration of the National Astronomy Week next week po, no? Feb 20 to Feb 26. Pero itong celebration na to, week-long celebration, ito ay spearheaded po siya ng Pag-asa. Okay. So, sali po kayo sa amin sa aming mga activities sa National Astronomy Week. Okay, so siguro hanggang dito na lang po tayo mga ka-spacers sa ating online telescope viewing. And again, maraming salamat doon sa mga nanood po ngayong gabi. Thank you for watching and please like and share itong ating online telescope viewing of the full moon para we can reach more people, lalong-lalo na po yung mga estudyante, para ma-inspire po sila to engage in the sciences. Alright, please like and share our Facebook page, The Bell Society of Young Astronomers. Marami po kayong matututunan dyan about astronomy. Please like and share also the Sky Watcher Society of Las Piñas sa Facebook page. And yung aking Facebook page, yung The Science Guy TV Ka-Spacers channel. So check that out mga Ka-Spacers. And please like and subscribe po sa aking YouTube channel, The Science Guy Prof Jun Cajigal. Ayan, para marami tayong ma-reach na mga tao, lalo na yung mga kabataan, para ma-inspire po natin sila to love the sciences. Okay po. So marami pong salamat. This is your Ka-Spacer and Space Commander Prof Jun Cajigal saying, live long and prosper. So maraming salamat po sa inyong pagtangkilik sa ating online telescope viewing of the full moon tonight, Feb 16, 2022. Alright, so see you mga ka-spacers in our next online telescope viewing. Ang susunod na po ay waning gibbous na ho. Alright, so bye-bye po. See you in our next online telescope viewing and mag-iingat po kayo. Nandyan pa rin po yung banta ng COVID-19. Alright. So please like and subscribe. The Science Guys, Prof Jun Cajigal on YouTube.